Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. You are watching The Whitner Way. I am Vanessa and I'm really excited. This is my very first video, so I'm really hyped to be here with you guys today. I am going to be doing a tiered tray. I don't have one. I can't justify spending the money on one, so I did my research and I'm going to make one. Hopefully this looks really high end for you guys. A big issue with seeing certain DIYs is seeing a DIY that looks cheap, and just because you can make it for cheap doesn't mean it should look cheap. So I'm really gearing most of my DIYs towards high-end looks. This one I'm really excited about. What you will need for this project is going to be a set of two. Dollar Tree sells these of the burner covers. It comes in a large size and then it also comes in a smaller size. You're gonna need something to go in between both tiers, so I bought these. What I did like is the shape of them. You're gonna need some footing on your tiered tray so it's not just sitting flat. If you like for it to sit flat, by all means. I like for mine to have a little bit of a height. I'm gonna be using these styrofoam balls from the Dollar Tree. If you don't want them so big, you can use the little round wooden balls that they sell. The pack is going to be a bunch of assorted rainbow colors. I have some in just the regular khaki colored, but if you want to use those, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to be using these just because I like how big they are, and I think the feet are going to look really cute on the tray. But you do what you want. This is the Whitner way. This is what I wanted in my household. I'm going to be using these to go around the tray because I do kind of have a boho feel. You will also need a hot glue gun, and you're going to need something to paint with. This is going to be the main color for my paint, and this is going to be my accent color. They are both from Walmart. This is the Apple Barrel brand and they are 50 cents a piece. Now, if you want to make this a complete Dollar Tree DIY, Dollar Tree does sell these colors. You're more than welcome to grab those, but they will be $1 a piece versus these being 50 cents a piece. So I highly advise, if you want to save a little extra money, just get this done. So we're going to be doing this tiered tray for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 if you don't have the brushes. So really excited, and let's get started. So here we are about to start the project, and for whatever reason, I don't know why my mind blanked, but I completely forgot that hot glue and glass do not mesh well together. It can work if you're doing smaller projects that you don't mind if the hold is not that stable, but for this, it's something that I planned on using for a very long time, and so when I realized that this was not going to work out permanently for me, I turned around and called for my husband to bring me some E6000 glue. Now, E6000 glue was not quoted in the original price in the intro because I completely blanked in remembering that I would need E6000 glue. So the project is $6 to $7. If you already have a glue, you don't have to use E6000. That's just what I prefer. But if you already have another glue like Gorilla Glue or something along those lines, then you can use that and the price stays the same. But if you have to go out and get a glue and you choose E6000, it will be an extra $3. That is how much I paid for mine at Walmart. That's how much it costs. So it's still a tiered tray for $10 and under, which is a great price for a tiered tray. So once I realized in the video that I do need my E6000 glue, I finally get it, and now all I'm going to be doing is gluing all of the components together. We are ready to start painting. I do apologize. I don't know what happened to the part of the video where I was actually gluing the top tray onto the top tier. I was looking for it. I have no idea what happened to it. So all I did was add E6000 and hot glue to the top of the glass, center it, and press down. So now we're ready to paint. But as you can see here, I'm having some difficulties painting. These brushes were dried after my project yesterday and ready to go for this morning, and they ended up being hard. So I got these and I was able to rescue the project because I had those sitting next to me just in case anything did go wrong. These I preferred anyway because they came from the hardware section of the Dollar Tree and not the crafting section, and they're a lot bigger, so you're getting more surface when you're painting with these, so the project can go by a little faster. Also, I did want to mention that I'm not painting the bottom of mine. Where mine is going to be sitting, it's going to be sitting on my coffee bar, and it's quite low, so no one is going to be able to see the bottom, and I didn't want to waste paint on a part of the project that you're not going to see. You are more than welcome to paint the bottoms if you would like, just to be a little more tedious in your project, or if you're putting it in a place where somebody may be able to see underneath it and you don't want that part to be seen, by all means cover it, but I did not. I just want to let you know. And also another thing I did want to touch base on is these styrofoam balls. I know a lot of people would probably have something negative to say about me using the styrofoam versus the hard plastic balls that they sell in the toy section. You're more than welcome to use those, but when these paint and dry in this color, it looks like cork feet on the bottom, and it's so gorgeous. I love the way the styrofoam balls look when they're painted in this khaki color and dried. So that's why I used it, because I did want to have that cork look at the bottom of my tray. And where I'm going to be putting it, no one is going to be touching it. I'm the only person that's going to be touching it, and it's going to be very minimal when I change out the decorations for the seasons or the holidays. So I chose to use that. But if you wanted something that is going to be a little better as far as not chipping possibly and things like that, or if it's an area that's kids would be able to get to, or that you're going to be constantly taking things on and taking things off, and you're worried about the integrity of the entire project, then you're more than welcome to go to the toy section and get the hard plastic balls that they sell in that section. They're white and you just paint over them just like I did. So the only difference would be the material. The look is still going to look a little bit different. Those are going to be solid versus these, which look like cork when this dries. But other than that, yeah, all we're going to do is cover the entire project with the khaki paint before we go to the dark brown, and I'm going to accent it in the dark brown to kind of look like wood. I'm going to try to mimic that look. And one thing else that I did not cover with paint, I initially was going to cover the entire thing with paint to make it all look like one cohesive wood piece, but the middle, I loved that I found those glasses, and I chose not to paint those glasses. When I initially envisioned the project, I was going to use the tapered candlestick holders for the middle, and I was going to cover that. But the Dollar Tree that I went to, I found these, and they have like this color to them, like a champagne, and it's beautiful. And I did not want to cover these once I actually got everything glued down. They were beautiful, so I decided to leave those blank and just let that beautiful color shine through and paint everything else. So I did not paint the bottom, and I also did not paint the glass. I just wanted to jump on really quick. I am in the middle of editing the video of the tiered tray, and it has come to my attention that a part of the video is missing. I have no idea where it is, and that is the beauty of technology. I went to edit, and there's a piece of the video between when I started painting the tiered tray and started gluing on the beads around the tiered tray. That's gone. The only thing that I did do in that part of the video was finish painting it khaki, and then I took the dark brown and I added dark brown to certain areas to kind of give it a wood look. I really wanted to show that, but with other projects that I'm doing for my YouTube channel and DIYs and organization videos that I'm doing and cooking demonstrations that I'm doing, and a newborn baby, 2 children, and a husband, I did not have time to go out and get the materials again just to show you that part. And I really wanted to. I promise I did, but you know, mistakes happen, and that is life. So that part is missing, but I was going to completely leave this part out and act like you guys didn't notice it, but it is the internet, and I knew I would have been called out on it had I not mentioned that it is missing. So it was time to put on my big girl panties and figure out a way to blame my husband for that, because I cannot be at fault here. I'm just not that big yet. So I did want to jump on here really quickly, a little minute 30-second video to tell you guys that I do apologize, but there is a piece missing, and we are going to get right back to the rest of the video. Okay, so fail number 76.2 in this video. I am attempting to paint these beads off of the tiered tray. Please do not make this mistake. It takes me quite a while to realize that if I hot glue the beads onto the tray, not only am I saving time because I am painting only one side, but they are sturdy on something and not moving all around the drop cloth, and I'm not getting paint all over the drop cloth. I'm actually getting them on the beads once they are put on. So it takes me quite a while to realize that, but once I do, it goes by a lot smoother once I hot glue them to the tray and then start painting. All right, so for my next DIY, I'm going to be doing these patterned pumpkins just from a material. All I did was go to the Dollar Tree and I bought these pumpkins, and I literally just cut up an old shirt that I had, and so all I spent was $1 for this, and that is it. I didn't spend any more money. Now if you don't have an old shirt that you want to cut up, you can cut up dish rags, you can cut up old sweaters, you can cut up jeans if you have it, if you have any leggings or pillowcases, it doesn't matter. But if you don't have anything at home that you want to cut up, the Dollar Tree sells t-shirts shirts. They sell t-shirts, so you can use that, or they sell dish rags. Anything that they have, you can buy for $1. So the most that it should cost you is $2. But for me, it was just $1. So let's get started. And I do love a DIY where I can do it really quick with you and I don't have to do too much editing on the video. This is going to be super quick. So I'm just taking my shirt and I'm going to be cutting it. And I love this pattern. Don't get me wrong, I loved this shirt, so I'm really sad that I have to cut it up, but it doesn't fit me anymore. And as a female, that is a good problem to have. Something that doesn't fit anymore, that is too big. So I think I'm turning my life in the right direction. But that is for another video. All right, so we are going to cut this, and then we're going to trim this down even more, but just to get a good base for the pumpkin, to make sure I have enough material, we're going to cut just a big slab. And I'm pretty sure there is a great way to do this mathematically, so I know for a fact that I have enough fabric, but that is doing a lot on this fine day today for me. I have a lot of DIYing that I'm doing for you guys for fall, so we're just going to make this easy and we're just going to eyeball it. So I just cut out a slab of the shirt that I have, and we're going to just take this part of the pumpkin out and I'm just using the back of a paintbrush that I also got from Dollar Tree. Use whatever you have at home, and we're just going to, it takes a little muscle, but we're just going to make a hole right in the center. You don't want to pop all the way through, so just be careful. But we made a hole in the center just so that we can grab the material and stuff. So what we're going to do is we are just going to put the pumpkin in the center, and we're going to just grab and stuff, spin. And if you would like to make sure that everything stays, you can hot glue in between, like in this little area right here where it's folding. I'm going to hot glue on the bottom just so that the pumpkin doesn't move. Pull that tight and just hot glue that. Now we're just going to keep going. We're going to pull and shove it in there. And don't worry if there's any spots that you want to fix. We can go back the second we are done and we can fix it. All right, now this, yes. All right, this is where I'm gonna hot glue. So I'm gonna hot glue here, and then I'm gonna pull this up and I'm gonna shove it in. It would help if I shoved it in. There we go. And now this is not going to be long enough, but this will be one of my areas that I'm going to just hot glue down just to make the pumpkin look a little more the shape of a pumpkin. All right, so I'm just going to take this here and I'm going to hot glue this down, one, so that you can see that beautiful flower better, and so that material can just sit down. This came out so cute. And that is it, my friends. That's how easy it is. You don't have to stick with the traditional scheme that Dollar Tree sells. The colored pumpkins, you are more than welcome to, just for $1, DIY it yourself. And now you're gonna take that stem that we took out. I'm not even gonna color this stem. I love that it's gold. You're just gonna get a decent amount of hot glue right in the middle, and you're gonna shove that right in there. And look at how beautiful that is. You now have a pumpkin that is not only textured, but it's just off-brand, you know? It's not your plain orange or burgundies. Even though those are beautiful, you still have something that's totally different, and you were able to honestly use something that would have gone to trash, and you're able to make it into a treasure, and I love it. This is gonna go on my tiered tray. I have one more DIY for you, and I will show you the entire thing when it is finished. Hi guys, so I have another DIY for you. So this one only costs $3, and it is another pumpkin, and you are going to be able to make 4 pumpkins out of this for only $3. So right now, Dollar Tree and a lot of the other places, they sell these little pumpkins that are I guess they're really soft. I don't know what's in them. I'm assuming just kind of some sort of pillow stuffing is inside of them. They're cute, but when you buy them, you're buying one for $1, which is not bad. However, this is how you're gonna make 4 for $1. So you're gonna get a pack of these that come in a set of 4. And these are the non-stick scrubbers from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree also sells socks. And this is men's socks. I love the pattern. It is non-traditional fall color. It's brown. It's beautiful. I'm really excited about these. And then you are going to get some cinnamon sticks. My local grocery store had these for $1. So anywhere that you set this, it's going to smell really good. And the cinnamon sticks resemble what is going to be our pumpkin stem. So for $3, we're going to make 4 of them. So what you want to do is you want to grab them out. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but they have these strings that are hanging out. So they used the strings to kind of tie this together. But if you take your scissors and you cut that, you will be able to open it. And we want a little bit of an opening so we can grab our material and shove it in the middle. And then we're gonna hot glue it shut to make the little pumpkins. I've already done it for this one. And then this one, actually, I'm gonna do those later so that I can just stay on this with you and show you how quick and easy this is. So we're gonna open up our socks. And just make sure you get all of these out. I'm gonna cut these off. Alright. So we are going to open this up. Just trying to get it a little more full. And we're going to take this sock, we're gonna open it a little bit, and we're gonna set this right in there. All right. And we are literally just gonna take it now and we're gonna cut it. Alright, so we're going to cut it and we're just going to take our fingers and we're literally just going to shove it in there. So now you have a little pumpkin. Look how easy that was, and it's got a nice pattern to it, and you're able to make 4 of these little pumpkins. And right now I want to say that I saw, all right, we're going to use our scissors to cut this cinnamon stick down. I want to say that I saw a pumpkin similar to this and it was $2.50. I think it was at the Dollar General, but that's way too much when you can make 4 of these. So I cut my cinnamon stick down. We are going to hot glue this right in there. Shove it in. Look how cute that is. You have a little pumpkin, and oh my god, how much time did it take? I've only been on here for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and honestly that was mostly me talking about absolutely nothing that matters, because this is all that matters. Look how cute this is. So you have a little pumpkin. We're gonna do 4 of these, and I will show you the finished product in just a moment. So here is the finished tiered tray, and thank you guys so much for joining in on my channel. I really appreciate it. This is everything put together on the tray. I put a little bit of moss in there. I added a couple of more embellishments to it, but these are the pumpkins and this is the tray. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart.